Alright, Merciless Vaughn back with another Bleach Brave Souls video, and in this one is going to be another versus video. This time it's going to be Macy versus the renewed version of Ulquiorra. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, please leave a like. If you're new to the channel or you have been here for a while, please consider subscribing. And also help me get to 200 subscribers. I am very close. And without wasting any more time, let's just go ahead and get started. Alright, so as the previous versus videos, I won't go into these characters too much into detail. Mostly because I did in their initial showcase, but I'll just go over the Macy real quick. She is a no affiliation unit with the no affiliation and Squad 0 killer. I managed to pull 4 copies of her, but I deleted those extra sets and just left the spiritual pressure one up because I only have 1 copy of the renewed Ulquiorra. Quick look at her skills. She is a melee unit with paralysis and, well, excuse me, she is a ranged unit with paralysis and weakening on all of her abilities. She has sharpshooter, having 20%, team/party speed, attribute, strong attack, recharge, 20%. She has a 40% berserker, devastation, 40%. She does come with frenzy +2. She has damage to her status elements 40%, and she does come with weakened defense, so at T20 you can double stack that weakened defense, and she has the status element spiritual pressure boost. So overall she is a hard hitting unit. Now I'm going to take a quick look at the renewed Ulquiorra. He is a ranker in the Espada unit with the Hollow and Espada killer. I only have the 1 copy. His SP slot is at 10. And he is a ranged unit as well with weakening and burn on his abilities. He has Sprinter Press 2, Long Stride Sharpshooter. He has a 40% Berserker, Devastation 40%. Complete Status Immunity, a Ranker Resonance, which is a new skill which basically just increases his damage depending on how many Rankers are in his party. He has Havoc 20%, Bombardment +1, Frenzy +1. Team/party increased speed, attribute, and ranker damage to status of element affected enemies 40%, and he doesn't come with weakened defense. This weakened defense is coming from the T20 skill, but he does have the status element spiritual pressure boost 80%. So with this unit having devastation and bombardment, his soul bomb will be hitting extremely hard. And with the new skill ranker resistance, if you just have a lot of rankers in your party, then his damage will just be increased even further. So in my opinion, this Ulquiorra and the Macy are the hardest hitting speed units in the game, in my opinion, especially for soul bomb damage with this Ulquiorra. And so yeah, that's pretty much it for their skills. And alright, as for the accessories and the links that I'm going to be using for this showcase are going to be the teacup, fortification pill, and the combat spirit bug for the Ulquiorra. And as for the links is going to be the the Psychomon Chad, Staffley as a Shiro 7th anniversary review. As for the bonus abilities, full stamina damage boost, and weakened defense. And as for the accessories that I'm going to be using for the Macy are going to be the Kamari, fortification pill, Katakoran, and the links will be the same as the Ulquiorra since they are both speed units, and the same bonus abilities as well, full stamina damage boost and weakened defense. Alright, so let's just go ahead and jump into a single player IT just to see who can do better in it. Alright, so here we are in a single player IT. It is a ranker enemies this time around. The Ulquiorra and the Macy's will not have killer. And as you need to know about this Ulquiorra, he does have complete status immunity. It's not the shared one, so you are going to have to be careful. Let's see if I can get it to pop there. There we go. Complete status immunity. It's not the shared one. So he will not be able to share that immunity if you are using him. And this Ulquiorra's strong attack, C has the best strong attacks in the game in my opinion. His SA1 is the 3000 length beam. And then his SA2 is the tracking vortex. So yeah, all around this Ulquiorra is a very great unit. Good strong attacks, good damage output. Yeah, really can't go wrong with this unit. He's really, really good. And with the Sprinter +2 and the Long Stride, he really does just move across the map insanely fast. And if you do want a better showcase of this unit, you can take him into IT because the enemies in single player IT will not be hitting as hard as the enemies in the co-op IT, and the enemies in the co-op IT will have a lot more health. But even out of 1 out of 5, he's still doing pretty decent. If you are like farming pots when it's hollow enemies in IT, you can definitely use this unit to carry people that are going to be using the super link slot potion units. And here's the soul bomb. Alright, so here we are back in the IT to see if we can get a faster clear time. One thing that I just remembered that I could have done, I could have put on a Zeta pill to hit those enemies that are underground instead of waiting for them to just pop back up. It would have been a little bit faster of a clear time. Yeah, see, had to wait for them to pop up before I could damage you. And I did bring those Christmas Ninny and the Akin here just because they are giving me pots and I need all the pots I can get. Now do keep in mind that Akin is increasing the strong attack damage by 20% for all speed units, so my strong attacks are going to be hitting 20% more harder because of the Akin skill. And also another thing you can do is, instead of like bringing pot units, I could have brought like some speed or ranker units to take benefit of that ranker resident skill, but I really don't have any speed or ranker units leveled up, and I just didn't really want to level them up and just put links in them just for the showcase. But that's something you can do if you really wanted to. He would have been doing more damage with more rankers on his team anyway. But yeah, overall, solid unit, great strong attacks, great skills, definitely top tier speed unit. Lost my full stand, but that's alright. Character like this wouldn't really need it. Alright, so we're back. This time I'm going to be using the Macy, and you pretty much already know all about Macy now. I've already done 2 previous videos on her in the other Versus video and her initial showcase. So yeah, great, solid units. Paralysis and weakening are some good status elements. Although the enemies in this IT are immune to paralysis, so do keep that in mind. You'll only be taking effect of the weakening status effect, not paralysis. So this Macy isn't really like at full power in the current IT that's up. Yeah, she doesn't have killer and the enemies are immune to paralysis, so you're really only getting that weakening. So she's not at the best of her abilities this time around. But it doesn't really matter because that Frenzy +2 status 7 spiritual pressure boost and damage to 40% for weakened enemies is still good. Her strong attacks are okay as well, but her SA2 is a tracking one, so that's always good. And here's her soul bomb. Alright, back in here with last time, this time with all the boosts active to see if we can clear it faster. And yes, I did bring those extra units here for the pots and the Akin for the increased strong attack damage. The increased strong attack damage is 20% as I previously mentioned. Yeah, both units, they're both speed units, and they're the best speed units in the game in my opinion. They're very strong. The Ulquiorra is good, his soul bomb hits hard, and the Macy is just good all around. So even if you have one of these units, yeah, you're good. And if you have both, that's just great. And if you don't have either one of these units, well, it's okay. I mean, there's plenty of other great speed units in the game. You really don't need these units. It'd be cool to have them because they are fun to use. Alright, so that was a brief showcase of these units kind of side by side. Overall, they're both speed units. They're both great in whatever content you want to put them in. Macy, Frenzy +2, damage to paralysis and weakened enemies 40%. Though she's not at her full potential at the time of this recording because the IT that is currently up, the enemies are immune to paralysis, so you're only getting the weakening effect. She comes with double weakened defense, so at T20 you can add weakened defense again just to stack it and have her soul bomb hit hard. Ulquiorra, great unit, sprinter +2, long stride, he only has frenzy +1. Another thing is they both have sharpshooter, which is good. And the Ulquiorra, he does have devastation 40% and also bombardment. He doesn't come with weakened defense, but you can put weakened defense on him and his soul bomb will hit hard. And so yeah, that's going to be it for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and thank you for watching. And as usual, until next time.